between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys.
The Cowboys come into this challenge game knowing that for them, it all starts and ends on the defensive side of the ball. They say defense travels well, so if they can apply some pressure, maybe create a turnover or two, they could be in good position to steal this one on the road. With that, let's get you on up to Baltimore as we welcome in our commentary team. I'm Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They'll be led out by their veteran QB, the former Delaware Blue Hen, Joe Flacco.
If anything, I think Joe Flacco's underrated. He's a guy who leads his team to a lot of wins during the regular season, elevates his play in the postseason, and has a Super Bowl ring, was a Super Bowl MVP. Yet many times he doesn't get mentioned with the top quarterbacks in the league.
Here's Justin Forsett, his first carry. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Again, they run. Again, it's 4th down. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So opening drive, 3rd down. They go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
On 1st down, this is 4th down. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, 4th down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. He'll return it from the 6. So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. We're back to Baltimore after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Cowboys are going to get a 1st down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
And none whatsoever. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On first down, Brady finding time. And Olsen over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that leads to a Dallas first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Brady to throw again. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Travis Kelce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The drive begins with a run by Forsell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Ravens are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Cowboys will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Cowboys have it at the 42. So going to get to the QB once again. This one ends up as a loss of 6. Cowboys now later on the drive. Tom Brady connects on a pass into coverage, and that connection will lead to a gain of 19 yards. Later on the drive, quick pass and completion is made here, and he caps off the 7-play drive with a score, giving them an early lead. So that'll wrap it up for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll head back now to Baltimore for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaw. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Ravens defense, they get ready and they trot back out onto the field. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side.
Right,
I missed that. Totally missed it.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They'll go again to McCoy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
Brady now to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Doug Martin, and now it's fourth down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They come out here in the eye. Flacco here on second down. Then Steve Smith hauls it in. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Three quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Second down, Flacco now. Finds his man, Watson over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw. And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They look look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll set up the screen for Forsett. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. And they'll wind up taking over right around their own 40-yard line. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time gets a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
They weren't able to complete that attempt, and that was a heck of an attempt there from the shadow of their own goal line. But that tells you how much confidence they have in their offensive line. Go ahead, dial one up. Know that they can protect the quarterback and let him fling one downfield. They didn't get it there, but they sent a message for the rest of the game.
Back to throw. And got his man complete. 26 yards on the play there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it'll give the Ravens a 1st down. He's back to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time. And it's 2nd down. Flacco to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Flacco to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Ten yards still left on second down.
20. He's moving.
Brady going to look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Emmanuel Sanders, 50 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.